if we look at other assets which are like in financial markets, whether it's derivatives, that's $500 trillion future markets. Let's say stock, the whole stock market is like 70 to 80 trillion dollars. Real estate, also massive market. And all these things rely on outdated technology, which means these had been developed, like how to settle a stock is like probably technology from the 90s. I don't know, some SAP, Oracle things. It's totally outdated. And all this will be tokenized. Everything will be put on the blockchain and using blockchain as a global settlement layer. And it will revolutionize the whole financial markets as we know it. And it comes as natural as the introduction of HTTP protocol back then, or introduction of email. So of course you can send a letter, but email is much better. And now with settlement, if you want to settle in a bank, like a US dollar transaction from Liechtenstein to New York, it's probably 3 or 4 banks involved. And it takes several days, and there are many questions being asked and also duplicated. So it's okay if you have like compliance in the running in backend, but it should not stop the process to be so long. So in a way, when we talk about the super cycle, I'm basically thinking about this enabling of tokenization of every asset possible, maybe new ones which are not liquid yet, current financial assets already, and really bringing that on the blockchain.
Boom, there we go. Monty broke it down beautifully when it comes to LCX and their vision with tokenization. You guys know I went over it multiple times. I've showed you predictions from many different companies, institutions, articles that say by 2030 the tokenization market is going to be estimated at 30 trillion or 15 to 30 trillion, and we can validate that right now, which by 2030 it will actually projected to be 16 trillion. That's by a 1. Now some of them are saying 30 trillion, some are saying 20 trillion, some are saying 310, but in all reality, even if it just goes to a trillion, that is major price action for LCX. And when we look at the ecosystem, I like how LCX is building a big team of different tokens and different foundations. We have Chainlink partnered up with LCX. We have Hedera Hashgraph. We have Monerium. A lot of these, or most of them, are to do with payment solutions, which gets me excited because we know that if we want this blockchain bank that LCX got its eyes on to work, we need other coins partnered with us that have efficient payment solutions, because to be a blockchain bank you obviously need a lot of liquidity. So when I look at LCX having this bounce, it just shows me the strength and the confirmation that this is a coin that people do not really want to sell at a cheap price. Of course, you're going to have short-term traders, but on the macro, there's a lot of people that support this coin, hence why it gets a lot of FUD. But I haven't really seen a lot of the FUD on the comment section in CoinMarketCap any longer. Like, a lot of the people are quiet now. Everyone was footing this for 2-3 weeks straight, and now we are having the bounce back. As you can see, we are up 26% on the past 7 days, which gets me excited because this is just the beginning. As I said, I do believe by the title we will see a 200x cycle for LCX, which will bring the price point. If we just go on a calculator, we know it's around 22 cents. A 200x is only $44, which will equate to, if you have 50,000 LCX, well, guess what? Congratulations, you are a multi-millionaire. Now, when will this happen? I don't know, but I'm holding. I will not sell the majority of my LCX for a very long time. Main reason being is because it's going to be a good liquidity provider, and I feel like they are already linked up with some of the best foundations out there. So just knowing they have access to 450 different countries, I don't see the reason to sell assets like this early, especially the way Monty broke down tokenization. He put it into layman's terms. Anything can be tokenized. Water can be tokenized. Crops can be tokenized. real estate can be tokenized. Everything that produces money that's an asset can be tokenized. So just picture how huge this is going to be when people cannot afford to own just solid assets like a house. They would possibly want to still benefit off the house appreciation that happens in the market, which LCX is already tokenized things that provides it with a real world use. Like it wants to tokenize a lot of assets, and this is going to be a tokenization hub for big institutions and big businesses all across Europe and globally. Because when we look at LCS, we know their wingspan, it stretches widely across the globe, which I think they will actually start their entry into the expansion of expanding the product into the United States of America, which is only going to be more market share. Now, I know Europe and America don't get along right now, but that has nothing to do with LCS. If it's good technology and it can benefit the crypto ecosystem and benefit more efficient ways to have ownership over assets, not only that, a regulated exchange, then this is just the beginning. We could see it blow past multi-figures, double digits, and I do want to keep my head down and say we have to break past 50 cents first to see a major run. But I'm talking on the macro. The reason I'm buying more and more and the reason I'm adding to my ledger is because I believe in this token long term. I believe in what they have set out to achieve in this market, because crypto could be bigger than the stock market. Why? Because tokenization is the trending topic right now, and tokenization allows crypto to tokenize stocks. They could tokenize literally anything, which will give it more trading volume than the stock market potentially, because it could tokenize gold, precious metals, tokenize oil, tokenize anything, any commodity, any asset can be tokenized. Hell, even liabilities can be tokenized. So just picture how big this coin's going to be, and it's still in its infancy stages. I still believe that LCS is a lot more room to grow. That is the reason why I make this video telling you that we still have time, but time's not on your side if you waste it. At the end of the day, it's hidden in plain sight. Videos like this don't get many views. It's got 2.1k views, but Monty, his reputation is very, very good in the financial markets. A lot of partnerships, a lot of friends that he's rubbing shoulders with that have access to more liquidity, more investment opportunity, and more investment growth. Monty, they can say what they want. They can say he dumped LCS, but that don't really matter to me. I'm looking at the technology. As long as the technology does what it said it's going to set out to do, that's what I'm focused on. Because right now the volume is very low, so I don't think we're going to have a takeoff for a while, but I want to see the volume reach to like 15 million. Once we see that, we can go on a major rally. Right now I feel like we'll consolidate at the 22 cent range for a while, like we consolidated at like the 3 cent range back in the day. I do believe we will have like another 20 to 40x very easily. So if you guys enjoyed the video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. It was Young Wealth from the subscribe. I'm out with another one. Peace.